did it in real time, and now things are changing. So we have to change too. But one of the things that stands out in AFSOC's strategic guidance is the level of attribution and levying costs on adversaries, and I think that's where that's the piece where we fit in especially well is not the AFSC alone, but maybe especially the AFSC is kind of the scalable attribution aspects and levying costs. That's where I see us fitting in the best. When we built it, when we built the AFSC, I think a common misperception is that we just took a bunch of SAL-T guys and rebuilt the AFSC. And we did that kind of in a bubble, right? Like that's what people think. Like we just had, I don't know, 4 or 5 kind of good friends around a table with some drinks, and we rebuilt the AFSC. That is a gross misconstruence of events. We built it with under the leadership of the 24 SAL, who kind of owns the majority of the operational capability, Special Operations Wing, 24 Special Operations Wing inside of AFSOC. Under their leadership, under their guidance, we brought together a team, and it really consisted of all of the AFSCs inside ST, including Pararescue, TAC-B, Combat Control, SAL-T at the time, now SR. We layered onto that intel people, including SIGINT people, cyber people. We had pilots in there. We had, back then it was EW officers. We had STOs. We had CROs, Special Tactics officers, Combat Rescue officers, TAC-P officers. We had civilians. We had active duty military folks. We brought in Guard people. So we had all this influence when we rebuilt the AFSC, and we really did it using every single piece of commander's guidance that we could get our hands on. AFSOC guidance, SOCOM guidance, Air Force guidance at the time was General Goldfein put out his 2030 plan. So we really we tailored this thing to the needs moving forward, including national security strategy 2018. That was really the primary document that has driven all of this, right? As it should be. But that was the document that drove, like, hey, what we've been doing for the last 20 years, although awesome, is not going to prepare us to use the military as a national instrument of power moving forward. So that's what drives, as it should, all the subsequent guidance, the National Defense Strategy, the Air Force strategy, SOCOM strategy, AFSOC strategy, so on and so forth. And we dug into all that when we built the AFSC, when we built it out. And then some staff nerdery for everybody out there. That's not the end. Then you have to coordinate it up and down chains several times over. SIGs, you know all about it. And it seems painful. It seems exhaustive, but it should be. It should be painful. It should be exhaustive. It should cause some consternation and some frustration, because that's just what happens when you change things for the positive. So I don't know if that answers your question directly, Siegs. I went on a rant, but all that to say, the way we have fit into special tactics and AFSOC is really not done in a bubble. We crossed many lanes to get where we are. Hopefully, we incorporated as much feedback as was possible to get there. So.